miss your freaking face. So we're going to start with Zach. Everybody else, switch over to that live link so we can watch. I expect you taking notes and learning from everybody else's performance. And I will ask questions. So if you haven't been watching, I'll know. I'll know. Okay. All right. Goodbye, classroom. Goodbye, classroom. Goodbye, classroom. I'll see you in a minute. You like my song, Athena? It's good, right? Okay, and got it. All right. All right, Zach.
Hola.
Hola, friend.
Sorry, I just need to put my phone on a
I'm
place
just sending you some
stand
virtual
up.
hugs right now, BT Dubs. This is for you. Can you feel them?
I can feel it all over my body.
Awesome.
Stop it. This is weird.
It's weird. I love it. All right, dude. So take your time, get into that character, and you can start when you're ready, okay?
Got it. When life gives you lemons, what do? You make lemonade. Unless you don't have any water or sugar, then you just eat the lemons. Do you remember Vincent Van Gogh? Everybody said, you can't be a great painter. You only have one ear. And you know what he said? I can't hear you. So dare to dream. You can dream your wildest dreams. You can climb the highest mountain, or you can drown in a teacup. If you find a big enough teacup. And if somebody tells you you can't do something, you say, yes, I can, because I'm doing it right now. Please go. Sorry, my dad just walked in when I ran.
That's okay. I was about to say, I can tell there's a distraction. What is it? No. Okay, good, Zach. Good. Give yourself a round of applause, a little pat on the back. Hey, no, do it. Do it. Stop. You have to. I'm making you. It's forceful. Do it. Okay? Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself one of these. Yeah, that'll work. Okay? Here's the deal, Zach. When was the last time that you performed this piece?
About a month ago.
And you're expecting it to be amazing the first time you speak it again?
I mean, because I've done it so many times, probably, yeah.
Dude, it doesn't matter. Like, it's been over a month since you've picked it up and gotten to work on it. Right?
Yeah.
So don't be so hard on yourself. Like, seriously. Let me coach you back into the fun, remind you of some of the things we worked on, and get you excited again. So first off, we're going to start with fun. We're going to get in a zone, right? We're going to start moving. Right. So I want you to start moving around your room silly. Just start finding silly ways to be Zach. Do you have that, what was it, a sword or something? Like a...
What? Oh, this
What is, yeah. Oh, yeah, whatever it was. We know what it is. Yeah, start swinging that around. Start swinging that around. Yeah, get, like, for real, dude. Like, you're about to battle. Yeah. Okay, now, just for fun, start your monologue from there while you're swinging.
When life gives you lemons, what do?
Use the sword at different points. Like, you could stab. You make lemonade. Like, whatever. Like, have fun.
When life gives you lemons, what do? You make lemonade. Unless you don't have any water or sugar, then you just eat the lemons. Do you remember Vincent Van Gogh? Everybody said, you can't be a great painter. You only have one ear. And you know what he said? I can't hear you. So dare to dream. Dream your wildest dreams. You can climb the highest mountain, or you can drown in a teacup. If you find a big enough teacup. But if somebody tells you you can't do something, you look them dead in the eye and you say, yes, I can. Because I'm doing it right now.
Boom. Mic drop, bro. Mic drop.
I know you said boom, but your audio kind of cut off, so it sounded like you were saying boo.
No, boom, boom,
Boom.
mic drop, dude, mic drop. How much more fun was that to do?
It was honestly more fun because I got to finish it without stuttering.
Okay. Dude, that's the only reason?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Well, what else could I have possibly done to make this more fun besides the thing that was in my hands?
The thing that's in your
time?
hands is what made it fun. The thing,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You made a choice, Zach. You made a decision, and you used the sword to do it. You're like, I'm going to have fun right now. I'm
Right.
going to just dive into this piece and try something. And I know, dude, times are tough right now. Like, I know there's a lot going on. And so, like, when you made that choice, it was evident. Like, this was the first time I was like, I really, really hope he does the thing with the ear. I really hope that he, like, cuts his ear off at some point or does something, like, points at it. And when you did that, I was like, yes. Like, seriously, I was so excited about it. So here's the cool thing. You're a creative, Zach. Like, your mind just goes, and when you're in your most positive states, you just send so much love to other people. Like, it's what you do. Like, it's honestly, it's what you're known for. When you're not in class, it feels different. Okay? So this week, here's the cool part. Your creativity, that sword was just one choice. One choice that you used to build up this monologue. So having it the whole time kind of worked, but kind of didn't, because it could become distracting at some points. Realize when to use it, when to not to, and what other things could you use? How else could you use the room? What else could you imagine? And like, and really explore this piece. And this week, block it out as if you're a director. So you are directing and editing and filming and acting in your own scene. And that's the main thing that you missed the last few weeks, is we got really excited about that as a class. We got excited about, yes, this is the format we're in, but cool. How can we use it to our advantage? So are you on a phone? I think you are, right?
Yeah.
Grab the phone.
Oh, that was close. I almost knocked that thing down.
Yikes.
Okay, sorry.
That would have been terrifying. I understand. That looked like it took a lot of work. Okay. Now look right in the camera. Start your monologue.
Without, like, so no hands or anything?
No, you can go pick up the sword if you want later. You can set the camera down. Here's the cool part. You get to use it. So I could be like, life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Unless you don't have any water or sugar. Like, I can get in the camera. I can go grab something from the closet. I could walk around the room for a second. Think, instead of performing this for somebody who's in the room with you, you are a celebrity performing it for a live audience. Okay? Let's see what happens.
Okay. So just improv my way.
Oh, yeah, improv. Use it. Try things. Pull the phone away. Set it down. Do things. You are your director. You are your own director right now, Zach.
Got it. No. Oh. Didn't see you there. Listen, I gotta tell you something. When life gives you lemons, what do you do? What do you do, little buddy? What do you do? You make lemonade. Unless you don't have any water or sugar, then you just eat the lemons. Do you remember Vincent Van Gogh? Everybody said you can't be a great painter because you only have one ear. You know what he said? I can't hear you because you only have the one ear. So dare to dream. Dream your wildest dreams. You can climb the highest mountain, or you can drown in a teacup. if you have a big enough teacup. And if somebody tells you that you can't do something, you look them dead in the eye
Look me dead in the eye. Yeah, yeah.
And you say, yes, I can. Because I'm doing it right now. All right. We'll go play.
Yeah. Dude, you feel it?
Yeah.
See how much fun this is?
Yeah.
So, like, people looking at, like, oh, I have to do stuff on my phone. I got to do. No. Like, I get to. This is so cool. It added so much to the piece. Like, when you went down and set it down and the fan was above you and you came down, that was a cool shot that you would see in a movie. 100%. 100%. So this week, continue to explore the fun of the piece. We'll stick to the lines aside from little moments like that one in the beginning. But, man, like, your movement and your creativity that you brought was so fun and entertaining to watch. Not just the acting part, but the choices you made with the camera, too. Okay? Cool. Good work. I also got your text, so we'll be talking about that, and I will definitely help you out with that as well. So.
Sweet. Thank you.
Cool, buddy. Good work.
All right.
Woo! Thank you, Zach. All right.
Thank you.
You're the man. Okay, so next up here we have Athena coming in. Athena's coming in. So while Athena is getting brought in, for everybody, let's remember the big lesson to sort of take out of this next one is fun. Like this last one, excuse me. Fun. Like this should be fun for us. So let's find ways to spice it up and to bring that. And then you're going to have so much better of a performance if you realize like you have so much creativity to bring to the table. All right, I see I have Athena here. Hello, Athena. Can you hear me? Oh, hey.
Let's remember the big lesson to sort of take out of this.
Go ahead and mute that live for me, Athena. I can still hear me in the background.
Okay. It should be fun for us. So let's find ways to spice it up and to bring it.
I mean, those are some great words going on behind, but you know. Not even a giggle? Come on. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, take your time. Start when you're ready.
There's people in the background, though.
I can't see them. It's a little dark, though.
Quiet. I'll get some light.
Yeah, see if we can get some light. Some light.
Okay. I think she wants us to shut up. Yes. Thank you.
So if those things are happening, overpower them.
Okay.
Okay. Now get whatever from him.
We lost friends. And we lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. Today, we have a chance to take it all back.
Coming close?
You know your teams. You know your missions. Get the stones and get them back. One round trip each. No mistakes, no do-overs. Most of us are going someplace we know. That doesn't mean we should know what to expect. Be careful. Look out for each other. This is the fight of our lives. And we're gonna win. Whatever it takes. Good luck.
Scene. Good work.
Hey.
So you had a lot of distractions going on, right?
Yeah, my mom knows the script, so she's just saying it in the background like...
But you kept going anyway. So what this is an amazing lesson for you in that anytime you perform from here on out, if you can perform at your best in this kind of setting where there's like people talking and things going on, then you are going to be rock starring it up when it's full focus on you, no distractions at all. So this is going to be so great for you in auditions and things like that because you're having to deal with all these distractions right now and still stay centered and zoned in. So I want you to, because this is the thing, I still, like that emotion we got to last week, we weren't patient enough in the beginning, right? So get yourself back into that place, regardless of what's going on around you. Get yourself and your heart into this place. And then we're going to play with some beats, okay? Some different emotional beats. But I want you to start right at your core. Really get into the space she's in. Remember, see somebody you love. See the idea of this is the end here. Unless something goes a different direction, okay?
Okay. Should I, like, be close, kind of?
Let's start there and you can get closer.
Okay. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
Coming close. Inspire me. This isn't sad. This is inspiring.
Can I start over?
Yeah, you can.
I forgot
They
my
got
line.
you. No, it's okay. It's okay. So that's the transition point there. At the beginning, it's, hey, I feel you. I lost people too. We've all lost people. We've all gone through pain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's, but let's do something about it.
Okay.
Okay.
We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. But today, we have a chance to take it all back. You know your teams, you know your missions. Get the stones and get them back. 1 round trip each. No mistakes, no do-overs. Most of us are going someplace we know. That doesn't mean we should know what to expect. Be careful. Look out for each other. This is the fight of our lives, and we're gonna win. Whatever it takes. Good luck.
Scene. Did you feel a difference?
Oh my God, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
remember this. What changed? What changed for you?
Well, I kind of, like, what changed was I kind of got used to all the distractions here, and I felt more kind of, like, serious, like this was actually happening.
That's right. So, there are always going to be distractions, Athena. Always.
Yeah.
Like, no matter where you're at, there'll be something going on. You're at an audition, and like literally, Athena, one time we were holding auditions here at the studio, and there was some, like, rain that leaked into the room. So we had to, like, go outside and finish the audition. Like,
Oh my God.
straight up. Like, stuff happens. Like, unexpected things come your way. So we want to learn to be adaptable, to be able to say, even though this is happening, I can still tap into what's going on. And I think that comes from just figuring out what's happening and connecting to the scene itself. And that's what happened here. Yeah, it is serious, but you connected to the idea of inspiration, like, we've got to make this happen. And so I saw the struggle in the beginning, but then I saw you inspire us to do something else. I saw you, when you imagined them taking things easy, you were like, don't do that. You were like a mom that was, like, telling their kid what to do. Like, it was so fun to watch you change around. So remember, never start this piece until you have the core of what you want to say. You have that message that you want to get out and you feel it for real. If it takes you 3 minutes, take the time. Okay? And this is a huge, huge lesson for you. It's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I like to perform sometimes with distractions just to get used to it.
Mhm.
Okay, good job, Athena. Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Next up, we're going to bring in Lila. Lila is going to be our next performer. Looks like Jay jumped down there for a sec. Lesson there for everybody. is connecting to the core of your piece, but also distractions. Distractions are always happening. There's one right now on the screen. I just realized. Okay? Distractions are always going to be there. So with distractions, what you want to do is not let them affect you, but instead tap into the core of what your character's trying to say and get that across, whatever that may be. Leila!
Hi.
I had so much fun with you on the Teen Quarantine show. That was like a blast.
Me too.
Thank you. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, you can begin your monologue.
A C. A C. I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture. How could anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it fair that I be judged on part of my life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Was I judged on what I had learned from this project? If so, then were not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my C? An A minus. That sounds more reasonable. Yes. Thank you, Miss Othmar.
Scene. Very good. Very good work. How'd you feel about it?
It felt good. I was
Really
trying
good.
to change it everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, and you did. You did. This was your best yet with this piece. So
Thank you.
exciting. So tell me about the work you did on that. Tell me about some of the things you did to help you with that.
So, so I had to write an emotion, but like a different emotion behind each line. And so I did that, and it really helped me.
Awesome. So you literally wrote out each one above the line or near the line?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So see, we felt that. So you're not looking at your paper and go, where's this emotion, where's that emotion? But you thought about it. You went like, okay, what are some of these things that they should be experiencing? And you practiced. You even created some new movements we didn't have before. Like, it was so much better. So much better. So let's start again. I'm going to do a few stop and go moments to give you some stuff to work into next week. But I loved it. I loved it, and I was very, very proud of the progress. Very proud. So next week will be our last week performing this one in this class. So I'll just see if I can find a couple little pointers to throw your way before next week. But I'm very impressed with the work you did. All right, you can start again when you're ready, okay?
A C. A C. I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture. How could anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art?
Pause. Good. You're doing so good. I just want to change a small thing. Try looking right at the lens for this one. Okay, good. Keep going.
From where it was?
Time alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it fair that I be judged on part of my life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Was I judged on what I had learned from this project? If so, then were not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my C?
Okay, good. So go back to was I being judged on or right before the teacher part, right before what you say, like, are you willing to share my C? Like, we're not you, that the teacher, that part.
Oh, wait.
We're not you, my teacher.
Was I judged on what I had learned from this project? If so, then we're not you, my teacher.
Slow that down even more. We're not like really let them be hit by that. This is actually, you want your teacher to contemplate whether that's true or not. Right? And it works because this is the one that gets them. So you're like, is it not also your fault then if this is your grade system? Like, you really broke this down and you put it back on them, and it's like, okay, all right. Okay, let's try that.
Was I judged on what I had learned from this project? If so, then we're not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me. Are you willing to share my C?
Okay, good. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you watch it back, there are a few moments where your voice goes up higher, like it does the like those things. There's a few moments where it's really good. That's actually a great choice. It's a nice beat change. So I want you to watch back because I think there are a few moments where you do it unintentionally, where it just kind of happens. And if you notice, some of your best moments happen where you just relax down and kind of come from just a you state and just try different emotions. And then when we go into that high voice, that's where we started rushing and get caught. Okay? So watch that back. Look for some of those moments. Again, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this because we've been working on this for a while, and you hit a breakthrough. You hit a breakthrough because you said, I get it. They have to experience different things. I'm going to try different things every time, but if I'm not, it's not working. And this is the first time you've done that without any help from me whatsoever. And you should be very proud of today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job. We'll see you at the end of class. Woo!
Woo.
Whoa! All right. Okay. Next up, we've got Hudson. Hudson's joining us next. And let's see here. We've got Shay's picture there. That's cool. You're welcome. Good job. We'll see you at the end of class. Woo. Hey, what's up, Hudson?
What's up?
All right. So go ahead and mute that YouTube video for me. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, you can start whenever you're ready, man.
Okay. I used to hate coffee, but not anymore. And I'm not talking about 2 sugar and a cream coffee. I'm talking about black coffee, the kind that puts hair on your chest. Now, coffee is manly. And I may be young, but I know one thing. Girls love manly. I was at Denny's with my mom one day when I encountered a waitress that would change me forever. Jenny. She had a shiny name tag and pink rubber bands around her braces. She's probably a senior in high school, so I had to break out the big guns. I ordered a lumberjack slam with extra ham, a slice of carrot cake, and of course, the clinger, the coffee. To my dismay, Jenny did not seem to notice my most manly breakfast, so I asked for more. Then more. Every time I saw her, I said, "Hey, could you top me off?" Jenny, 6 cups in. I could feel myself beginning to sweat. But I couldn't back down now. I came too far to chicken out. 8 cups, 9 cups. Finally, she brought the check and topped me off with my 11th cup. I tried to drink it, but I couldn't find the strength. Then I saw my grandmother's purse open. I had to act quickly. So I rose the cup to my lips, and with a slight hand, I dumped it in her purse. I got to leave the restaurant with my head held high. And I take my coffee the reason guys do anything, to impress girls.
Boom. Facts. Okay, so let's talk about the work we did. So tell me about last week. Do you remember what we talked about?
Not really, honestly.
Okay,
kind of
so
forgot.
that's okay. So there's a few things I'd like to add to this, specifically for performance next week. Number one, I want you to come into this room that you're in, and there's a light in there, right?
Yeah.
Turn it on real quick. Let's see if that helps. It's just a little dark, so it's honestly hard to see some of the expressions you're giving, and I could tell I like a lot of them, but they're missing.
I just remember last time I made it worse when I turned the lights on, so I didn't know for sure.
Let's see. Yeah, I like that better. I like it better because, yeah, I can see it better. So, the other thing I want to add is I want you to bring the coffee cup.
All right.
So I want you to have it to play
Oh,
sleight
yeah,
of
I
hand with.
remember that. I forgot.
That's okay, no problem. So for your performance next week, because it's our final one on this specific piece, I want us to work that. And the last thing was the character. So remember the character we created last week?
Yeah.
What's he like?
So he was like, he kind of thought he was cool, but he really like wasn't.
Okay.
So,
Have you walked as him at all yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sitting as him in the piece?
Not really. I mean, kind of, because I was slouching a little bit, which I feel like he would do. So yeah,
Sure.
I guess a little.
Okay, cool. So really get into his headspace, and we're going to break it down and work it together, okay?
All right.
I want you to start from the top. Sit like he would sit. Think like he would think. You are so cocky. Like,
All right.
you think you run the world, dude. Like, you think you run the world. Yeah.
Just whenever.
Whenever you're ready, yeah.
I used to hate coffee, but not anymore. Now listen. I ain't talking about that 2 sugar and a cream coffee. I'm talking about black coffee.
Yeah.
The kind that puts hair on your chest. And coffee is manly.
Good, let me
And
try
I'm
something.
young.
I love what you're doing. So now you're having more fun. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Because now you're remembering you are that guy. So it's so funny. It's like an improv, dude. We talked about this in improv. When you get into the point of view of the character, it just becomes so much easier, right?
Yeah.
Everything becomes so much easier. You're already doing more creative choices. I love going to the chest there. So I want you to go back to that, and I want you to, like, pound on it like an ape, or like just like I am all that is man. Because that's basically what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm. So start from that line or go from the
You
top?
can go from the top. I loved the top, so I want to see it again.
I used to hate coffee, but not anymore. Now, I'm not talking about 2 sugar and a cream coffee. I'm talking about black coffee, the kind that puts hair on your chest. Coffee is manly, and I may be young, but I know one thing. Girls love manly. And I was at Denny's with my mom one day when I encountered a waitress that would change me forever. Jenny. She had a shiny name tag and pink rubber bands around her braces. She's probably a senior in high school, so I had to break out the big guns. I ordered a lumberjack slam with extra ham, a slice of carrot cake, of course the cleaner, and coffee. But to my dismay, Jane did not seem to notice my most manly breakfast. So I asked for more, then more. Every time I saw her, I flipped my hair, said, "Hey, Jenny, you top me off." 6 cups in, I started to feel myself beginning to sweat,
Now he starts to panic a little.
but I couldn't back down now. I came too far to chicken out. 8 cups, 9 cups.
It's going to keep getting more intense.
Finally, she brought the check and topped me off with my 11th cup. I tried to drink it, but I couldn't find the strength. Then I saw my grandmother's open purse. I tapped quickly. So I rose a coffee cup to my lips. With a slight hand, I dumped it in her purse. I got to leave the restaurant with my head held high. And I take my coffee for the same reason guys do anything: to impress girls.
Dude. I was dying. I'm sure you could see and hear me laughing, right? Like,
Yep.
dude, this is when I was like looking at pieces for you, I was like imagining it this way, and I am so psyched for you, so psyched. So what decision did you make that made you decide to go at it this way, to just go for it?
I don't know. I just like ran it a bunch of times. And I just tried putting like different motions in it and stuff.
Okay, I just love the choices you've made. I love it. So next week when we go to perform, remember this, and just like you did in the second one, like when we got the lights on and just started going, give into it completely. So the main lesson to like break down for this week, remember the prop that you can add, and then also realize the transition point. So the transition point is when he starts to panic. So that's when you get us into the story, like we're dying to know what's gonna happen next. 8 cups, 9 cups, like, and it gets crazy, and then you chill again. So he's so relaxed, he's so chill. Then we get to see him panic because he's telling the story about how he panicked, and then he's chill again.
All right.
Dude, I'm super proud of you. This is literally like it's the best you've ever given in a monologue. You're showing so much expression. You're being so patient. I'm just very proud of the work you did this week. So,
Yeah.
Good job, man. Woo! Can't wait to see you perform it next week, man. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Next up, we are going to have Romero. So, lesson here. Start to try different things. So Hudson said, I just started trying different things. I just started doing this, move my hand this way, and trying different like ideas. That's the exploration, creative part of the process. So use that. Do that. Awesome. All right. Hello there. Alex,
Hello.
what's up, dude? I did
What's
say
up?
Romero.
Can you hear me?
Because Alex Romero. Alex, yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
I was like, we got a Romero in class? Okay, cool. I'll roll with it. It's Alex. All right, man. Take your time. You can start when you're ready.
All right. I'll wait for you to finish your juice. Okay. How to be alone. It's really not that hard. You just don't date anyone, and that makes it easier to not get into a relationship or to move in with anyone or marry them. I drink a lot of tea. I recommend that. I mean, really, you can dress however you want. Shower or don't. You see these muscles? I used to go to the gym, but I don't do that anymore. Some days I eat only cookies, and I like to read a lot and watch a lot of TV. And sometimes I drink coffee. So yeah, that's like a little, but anyways, you should do you, because I mean, that's what it's all about, really. Being the person you want to be without caring what other people think. I have a job, I go to work, and I do my work, and then I go home, and then I do whatever I want to do. So really, I've got it made. Loneliness, I mean, sure, that can happen sometimes. I recommend apple juice. I mean, I guess I don't recommend it, but I use it. What else? Oh, I have friends. I usually shower before seeing them, but that's optional. Also, what you can do is pine after someone completely unattainable. I have done that. I am doing that. And basically for years, I've been doing that. Oh, what else? Did I mention reading? I like young adult science fiction and fantasy, but again, you do you. Now, I'm gonna go dance with a unicorn. So, any questions?
Scene. All right, how'd it feel, man?
I forgot like a couple lines, but I just moved to the next line. That was I
You
don't know
know
if you
what's
noticed.
funny? I had no idea.
It's because I just thought fast and just went to the next line.
Well, there's a time, Alex, where that would have thrown you.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. It's exciting. I'm all about learning, growing. I'll always give you something to work on, but I'm also about celebrating the wins. Like, dude, you straight up had these lines that weren't there, and I, as your coach, had no idea.
Oh wait,
I had
you
no
noticed the
idea
lines?
what?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea you skipped them.
Okay.
I didn't
No,
even
but
realize
I
it.
also added some lines too because I couldn't think of what was happening. Like I said when I was supposed to say I eat a lot of soup. So when the tea line came up, I said coffee. I replaced it with coffee.
And you know, it's probably because you sell Hudson's, right?
Yeah, I was
Think
like,
about coffee. But
yeah.
but honestly, dude, I didn't notice. That's what's so cool. Like, yeah, I know the script, but like I was so into you just talking and being you that I didn't notice that you had missed something. And that's the thing. That's our job. Our job is to get somebody to believe that we're doing whatever we're doing. So I believed this guy was just ranting, which is essentially what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of giving advice, but he's just kind of ranting about it. So he's like, you know, do this or don't do that, and I do this, but I don't recommend that. But you do you, you know, like he's just ranting to this person, and you figure out why that is. And so when you made little things, like I had no idea because I just believed your rant. So I'm going to talk about some logistics stuff, just teeny things that are going to help. Are you on
Sure.
laptop or phone?
A laptop?
Okay. Do you think for next week you could do a phone?
Yeah.
Okay, I would recommend that. And what space are you in right now?
I'm in well, it's not a guest room, but it was like my brother's old room and he moved it into the big room, so it's like a guest room, I guess. But
Gotcha. Are there other spots in there that are like a little lit differently, like more lighting, anything like that?
um I could probably bring in like another light and then see if that helps.
Okay, I would, and I would test it because here's the thing. You're throwing off some really great emotions that I'm missing because of the dark of the room a little bit. So when you see it back, you'll notice exactly what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
it creates like it does this. There's so many I've noticed this with a couple people. That's why I had Hudson turn on his lights, and you could see the difference, right?
Yeah.
So for yours, it's lit like here, but your eyes are like a little darker. Right?
I think I see it on my screen actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can hear everything you're saying. I can kind of connect, but I can't really see your eyes, which is also where the phone would come in. And I don't have a phone with me right now, but if I did, this is where I would be talking, okay? So I'm like, hey guys, like, so you wanted some advice. I guess I'll give it to you. I don't really know what to say, but I guess I'll do it anyway. I could set my phone down and come over here for a second. Oh, you know what? Chips. Or drink. I love these drinks. They're solid. So what I need to tell you though was, hold on. Sometimes I eat stuff. I don't recommend it. Like, but you do you, man. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could take your phone with you and sort of walk around. Like, think about now you've gotten this core piece to a great spot. What are all the things I'm chewing that you could add to it? You know, and you can put them in strategic places in the room. You could walk out of the room and walk back, like with the phone in your hand. Like, how can you direct yourself this week and literally practice this? You look at the lighting, take a screenshot, and go, oh, how do I look here? And test yourself in certain areas and block this out, okay?
Yeah.
Now I got to chew on this tortilla that I used for this example. Good job, dude. Super proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Our next performer here is going to be... All right, done chewing. Aubrey Grace. Aubrey will be our next performer. I shall take another bite of this tortilla. Since it's already here. Hello, Aubrey.
You can see my hair better.
Did you do your hair?
Yes.
It looks so good. Like, so good. Okay.
Thank you. How was that burrito or whatever you
Well,
were
it was
eating?
actually just a tortilla, but it was delicious. Not gonna lie. All right. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and do your monologue.
I'm just gonna try to see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little. That brightens it too much. So what?
Oh
What?
yeah, that's okay. Do you want me to do a slate?
No need to slate. You could just go right into it when you're ready.
Okay. So, is it okay if I use props? And,
100%. So remember, what did we talk about last week?
We talked about like using things around you, like what spaces, like what you should use around you.
Did you
like-
practice that?
Yeah.
So, of course. Of course you can move around. Of course you can add props. I asked you to.
Okay.
So, use them. I can't wait to see what you came up with.
Okay. Yeah. No. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Hold on. What? My dad? My dad is awesome. He helps me with my homework every single day before school. He helps me clean my bed. And get this, he feeds me breakfast. You know, he's so caring and loving. One time we were telling each other dad jokes, and I laughed too hard on this one dad joke that he told me. And I swung my arms up and I hit my nose, and it started to bleed everywhere. I just couldn't deal with it. But I got myself cleaned up. He took me to an ice cream store and he got us ice cream. He got Rocky Road, and I obviously got bubblegum. So I believe my dad's awesome, more awesome than yours.
Scene. Okay, how'd you feel?
I felt good, but I forgot you used the prop.
Okay, so we rushed a little bit. I could feel that. So what
Yeah.
props do you have? Let me see.
A picture of my mom and my dad from like the 1980s.
Oh my
1990s.
gosh, that's so cute. I love it. Okay. So
I look like my mom.
you had a
just
point where you wanted to use that specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
But I forgot to.
No worries. We're going to work on it, and we're going to hit some other spots. Here's what I love. I love the new energy you brought into this piece. So before, it was sort of like we were sitting and we're just in that one spot, and there is like a sentimentalness to this, and I want to bring some of that back, but it was so just like kind of one note, right? And you really practiced and found some different notes that sparked the energy up. Okay, so we'll use the prop. We're gonna slow down, and I'm gonna work a couple moments with you. Okay, and I want you to take one small step back. Much better. Perfect. Now you're like perfectly in frame. Okay, so like literally, like where you are. If you had something for next week, we can frame you, and you would know exactly where that is, and that's a good area to start in. Okay, cool.
I have one question before you start.
Of course.
Did you like me first talking to another person and then getting distracted by someone else, like talking about a friend or talking about my dad? Was that a good?
I don't mind the idea, but I didn't believe it happening, and that was the first thing I was going to attack. So
Yeah.
you could totally be talking to somebody there,
Okay.
but then what is said that grabs your attention so much so that you stop a conversation?
Something about me or anyone else in my family that just honestly makes me like.
Okay, so
Wait a minute.
start pretend talking to this person that's next to you.
No, I think that's absolutely pretty about you. And
Hey, Lamo. Hey,
hold on, what? What?
Dad sucks.
What sucks?
Your dad. He's lame. He's not as cool as mine.
My dad? He's awesome. I don't know about your dad, what's going on with your family, but my dad is awesome.
Okay, good. So then we could add it. Now, honestly, Aubrey, I think it's more for you. I think that that's a great thing to have practiced so that you know what pulled your attention. And so instead of actually talking, what I would do is I would have started as if you just had heard that first thing. Like, so even if you turn over. So, like, be looking at the person like you were, the fake person.
Oh.
But don't talk to them, because that's the hard part that feels a little off to me. Pretend like they were talking to you, and then you hear something mean come from the person in the camera. Okay, let's try that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Hold on. Give me. What? My dad. My dad is awesome.
Slow down.
He helps me with my homework. He feeds me every single day before school. And get this, he helps me clean my bed. No, he's so loving and caring for me. I don't know what I would do without him, but one time we were telling each other dad jokes. You know, just the classic thing people do. We were telling each other dad jokes, and I laughed too hard at this one dad joke he told me. I swung my arms up and I hit my nose. I just couldn't feel the blood. So I cleaned it out, and I cleaned the blood from my nose. That was, coming from my nose. And after that, he felt sorry, so we went to an ice cream store and he got us ice cream. I got bubblegum and he got Rocky Road. So I don't know what's going on with your dad and stuff and why you're talking about mine, but yeah, I don't know about your dad.
Okay, cool. So tell me about, is some of this improvised as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. For on purpose or what?
On purpose.
Okay, so look through that. I'd like for you to refine it down. So there might be teeny tiny moments that happen, but there's
Yeah.
and the other thing I want you to explore is the, it's okay. Same thing I talked to Athena about. You keep your focus, right? I want you to explore this idea for her. The most sentimental moment in this for me, there's all kinds of cool stuff, but I want you to let yourself get a little sentimental about your dad taking you out for ice cream. And I don't know if I like so then you say the ice cream thing. Say that line really quick.
One time, he took us out for ice cream, and he got Rocky Road, and I got bubblegum.
And then what comes after that?
That it?
What comes after that?
What do you mean?
So then you say something to the girl.
So, like, I don't know what's going on with your dad or whatever your family's doing, but yeah.
So instead, let's try this. So I don't know why you would say something like that.
Okay, so the girl that I'm technically playing is, like, sassy. She's like, no, stop it. She's like that, but she's also very, very nice. She's outgoing. She's sort of like me, but I'm the funny person. She's the sassy person.
So
She's a lot like me.
I totally get that. Totally get that. Here's the deal. When you get sassy with her at the end, because I sensed the sassiness, it was kind of in there a little bit, some of the fun of her. But when you get sassy at the end for me, I don't like you anymore.
That's the point.
And if you want that, sure, because it's your piece. Honestly, you wrote it, right? So if you want that and that's the direction you want to go, cool, perfect. Then know that I actually am not going to want to follow what this character's saying. But if you're just defending your dad and you happen to be like a little bit spicy, that's cool. But like if you come at the other girl, here's the deal. Here's the truth about fighting like this. Who do you think wins?
The girl who stood up for herself? Duh.
Yeah, but you do it by attacking.
Yeah.
So technically, I know this is going to sound weird, technically she wins. Because what do you think she wanted out of you?
She wanted me to not ignore her.
She wanted you to react.
Yeah.
She wanted a response. She wanted you to put up the gloves and fight.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't, you win. And so
Yeah, I understand that.
totally up to you how you want to change that ending or not. But there might be something in this to some power of like, so out of love, still from that character, you're just like, so if you want to feel the way you want to feel, I'm sorry, but my dad's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you still maintain that point of view. However, you win. You win, because then she's like, well, but when you go like, so I don't know what's going on in your family, like loser, then I don't fall for your character anymore. And I actually do all the way through, even when you're sassy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, because you're sassy, but you're also super fun and loving and like somebody I want to be around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
Good job,
I hope
Aubrey.
so.
Again, I'm so proud of you for writing this. Like, very good work. Like, you took it, you brought it to yourself and put that challenge on you. So great job.
Thank you.
All right. Good job. Woo. Okay. Our next performer here is going to be Elena. Elena's back. Woo! Yay. Okay. There she is. I am doing the computer stuff also today. So, yeah. Have mercy on me. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Look at you.
Hi.
Hey, I missed you.
I finally figured out how to join this live.
We figured it out.
It is.
Yes. I'm so glad.
Me too.
So, I got to ask, how's all the stuff going since the show?
The Sunday thing that we did. Oh yeah. I did. I wrote down a lot of the improvs you told me, and I tried one out with my brother. He was young, but I tried it. And we did it once. He didn't understand it, so I did it again. He liked it. It was fun.
Were you expecting him to like it?
Well, no, not really. But
no, right?
I still tried it.
But
Yeah.
but he did.
He did.
Right? He found a way to like it, and that's what's cool. So awesome. I was just curious. I didn't get to check in with you yet. So, all right. So whenever you're ready. What's that? Go ahead.
This is the first time since then that we've been on the Zoom.
Right.
Hard to imagine.
All right. Take your time, get into character, and start when you're ready.
I'm procrastinating whether I should stand up or not.
What's your gut tell you?
I want to try it sitting down. I've never done it sitting. So
There you
I
go.
wanna try it.
Boom. Gut.
Very good. That's the answer. Do you
Gut.
have lighting? Is that too much?
No, your light's good. Yeah.
Okay. My hair is ruining my life. I'm just plain sick of it. I'd cut off every inch if I could. I would. Only I got stuck up in this tower without even a pair of scissors or a plain old butter knife. If I don't get this cut off soon, I am going to gnaw it off with my teeth. For years and years, my hair has grown down my back to the floor. Nobody has hair to the floor. It's quite ridiculous. I feel more like a hairy beast than a princess. You know, sometimes I feel like it's part of my punishment. As if being locked up in this stupid tower isn't bad enough. My hair it's so long and it's so thick. It takes me all day to wash and dry it. And by the time I'm done, time to start all over again. I used to hang it out the window on sunny days, just so it would dry faster. But not anymore. Do you know what happened to me? Some fool boy tried to climb up my hair like it was a rope. I would not make that up. I had to twist and shake and jerk my tresses until he fell off, flat on his back in the bushes, which is exactly what he deserved. Can you imagine this? Climbing up someone's hair? I mean, who would do such? It's giving me quite a headache.
Scene. All right, tell me about it. How'd you feel?
Definitely, I felt different, at least a little bit different.
How
Trying
so?
it out. I've never done it sitting down, so it was pretty fun doing that too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this for me, I think back, and it was so cool when we started doing the online. There was a week where you literally were somewhere else, right? You were like on vacation or out of town or something,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
right? And you were on like a balcony and you had your phone, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was so interesting to me as far as like the way you were able to like hold and do things. So here's what I'd like. I'd like for next week, and I'd like you to block it and practice this week because there's a lot of different moments here. She is trapped in the castle. Think about it this way. Imagine, and we're kind of, in a sense, there's something we can relate to in this character right now. Right? Because we're all sort of trapped inside. Like, at least we get to go outside and do stuff, but we are trapped the way she's trapped right now. So I think this piece can be pretty powerful because it can help a lot of people right now. And so I'd love for you to get your phone. And for everybody, this is actually everybody. I would love for everybody this week, if it's possible, for you to use your phone and test your phone instead of your computer to do so. Because I would love for you to be able to sort of move around the room and do different things. Like you would, but basically what you would do is you're at a desk right now, right?
Yes.
You would practice finding places you could prop the phone up so it looks like it does right now on the computer. So if you wanted to sit and have a conversation to the camera that way, you would. And you would literally test setting it down, propping it a certain way, figuring out what you need to use to prop it that way, and make sure it wouldn't fall. And if it does fall, it might, but like you've tested it, right?
Yeah.
And you do that at several places in your room where you might have set it. For my scene that I did in masterclass this past weekend, I put one in my closet. I tested a spot in there where I could like put it up at top and then like be hanging clothes so you could see me doing that. And I was setting it in there while I did that. And then I put a spot in the bathroom where I could do it, and because there's like connected in my room. And then I put it on my desk. I put a spot on the bed. I tested holding it around the room in different spots and checked the lighting. Like, I really blocked out what could happen. Probably 10 different options, right? And then I probably used 4 of them. But I had options, and I had tested them, so I knew that it was going to be really good with sound and all that stuff. And so, video. So, like lighting and everything. And so that's what I would love to see you do, because here's the thing. I actually really liked the beats of this piece you started to find. Like, you've clearly done some work on it since the last time we talked, because before we were facing that going too fast and sort of like just jumping into the next thing. And this time I watched you find different emotions. So the issue is if we stay at that one spot, you can technically. Yes, I could sit here and do that, but she's reflecting. Like, so much of this piece is her getting, like, thinking through stuff, getting frustrated. Like, I would love for you to get up and, like, you might go jump on the bed and go, ah! Like, literally, you could do anything inside of this space. And because this is such a she's letting it all out thing, I think this would be a great medium to use the phone for, okay?
Okay. And may I ask what blocking is, just to get a better inference of what it is?
Absolutely. So if you're on stage or even in film and in anything in acting, there's a blocking that's set out, okay? So what blocking means is like, give me one of your lines. Let's start us out, and I'll give you a blocking example.
Oh, I cut off every inch if I could.
I'd cut off every inch if I could. Okay, so you say that line. Let's say sitting where you are. So it's already told you that you're sitting. Let's pretend that you got this script from somebody and it had it blocked out for your room. Okay, it would say, let's start from the top. Actually, just start from the top.
With the emotion, just like perform it.
Yeah.
Okay. My hair is ruining my life.
Okay, so it told you right before my hair's ruining my life, it said, what's the character's name?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel is sitting at her desk talking to her phone. Then you say that line. Then you go to the next line.
I'm just plain sick of it.
Keep going.
I cut off every inch if I could.
Keep going.
I would, only I got stuck up in this tower without even a pair of scissors or a plain old butter knife.
Rapunzel gets up. I'm being your stage direction. So basically blocking is Rapunzel gets up and goes to grab to look at the painting on the back wall.
Okay.
Rapunzel goes to the door looking like to see if it's unlocked even though she knows it's not. Rapunzel jumps on her, like that's what that is. Yeah, that's blocking. So in a play, those are a lot of those things are preset for you. And some of it's not. Some you create as an actor and some is locked in. Some is like you have to get to the bed at this time or else you're not doing what the playwright told you to do. Does that make sense? So sometimes it's free and sometimes it's like guaranteed I have to do this at this spot. But it's basically just movement. Blocking is movement. Okay?
So like planning out the movements or not.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And planning out all that you could do, some ideas for different ways, and maybe some that are locked in, but be open. I want you to be open to the blocking. Now that you've tested a bunch of things, feel it out. Okay?
And just feel if it's right at the time.
Yes, because it's your own, like, this isn't written for this specific thing. If there was blocking written in, you'd figure out how to make it work. But since it's not, I want you to block certain ideas and then be open to it changing to one of your other ideas if it feels right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me just double check here. Let's see if we got through everybody. Where is... Okay. I'm going to bring everybody back in here in a second, but... Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Lily. Where'd Lily go? Wait, was Lily yesterday? Okay, I'm going to bring everybody back in.
Yeah.
And we're going to mute everybody.
Sometimes I feel like I'm like punished. Y'all did so good, honestly.
Is it weird hearing yourself in the background? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Woo! We are back. All right. So, let's go through together. I would love to hear just, we're all going to be on, so make sure everything's muted. We're listening and engaged for all of our critiques from everybody. What did we take out of today? I want to hear from everybody. Yeah, Leela.
To have fun with your script.
Totally. 100%. That's awesome. Cool. Elena, yeah.
To not just to try new things, but try things you don't think will work. It kind of doesn't make sense, but try things.
No, that totally makes sense.
That like
try things
help you out.
Try things you wouldn't expect to work.
Yeah, and it
try
might
things.
work.
It might work. That's right. Things that you would never expect. Like, let me just try stuff. Let me be willing to totally fail here and do different things. There he is. Like, let me just go for it. And you know what? Some of them, by the way, Elena, are going to suck. Some of them are going to be like, oh my gosh, I hate that. And then you stop and you go, I'm not going to do that one again. Right?
Yeah, like sometimes you want to try the wrong thing so that you can know what's the right thing to do. And, like,
Absolutely.
process of elimination. If that, like,
That makes total sense. So, Elena, I want you to close with process of elimination.
okay, I can do that.
Put a period on it, you know? So then, because you were like, process of elimination,
I need to
if that
advance
makes sense, right? And I used to do that a ton. I'd go, if that makes sense, right? And I still do the right thing. I'm working on that. But all the time I go, right. Well, it was really just me like sort of filling space and wanting to make sure you got it. But really, I knew. So like I was filling the space, right? See?
Yeah.
Did it. I did it. Okay. Who else? What else did we take out of today? Aubrey, yeah.
I learned that you can use props around. See, I forgot to use my prop. But you can like socialize around, not like actually talk to people, but like you can move around, use things like
Yes. And you should practice using things. You should absolutely practice using them. That's awesome. Good. Alex, thanks, man. Appreciate you volunteering.
What I learned was to get better lighting so you could see my face expressions.
Yes, and that's huge, man. Because right now in these settings, we're moving into being able to do more video, right? And if that's the case, like, you should practice it. You should practice different lights, and you should record yourself and see how it fits. Like, Aubrey is blown out right now, you know?
Oh, wow.
And we can see that. So there are things you can do to adjust lights in a positive or negative way. So it's awesome. Good. Zach.
Yeah.
What you got, bro?
I joined the class late, like, and I can't. What was the question?
What did you take out of today?
Let's see. What did I take out of today?
Do you want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
Cool.
That'd be nice.
Athena?
Well, I learned that you can kind of like when you're practicing your script or your monologue, yeah, in order to find like the right kind of way to say it, like which way fits, you have to kind of change the tune.
Mm-hmm.
Like beat. You can either go down, or go up, or like kind of weird. I don't know. I think you know what I'm saying, but
Totally
yeah.
get it. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Hudson.
Basically, like you could add things to your character, like add like things that you do in it. Like you got props and just like motions. to your character.
Totally. And don't forget that, because I would love to see some of that in his scene for sure. And think costume too. How do you think he dresses? Like everything, down to everything. Cool. Let's see who hasn't answered yet.
Hudson hasn't.
Hudson just did. Just this very second.
I thought.
That's all right. I got you. Zach?
Yeah. So what I learned was to God, what did I learn?
Have.
Why am I blanking right now?
Starts with an F word. It's a nice one. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for
Fun? Find the fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Zach. You are incredibly fun. You have so much energy and like, you know, we all go through all kinds of things. But at your core, man, is this heart of someone who just serves and cares for other people. And you're creative. Like you bring the silly so often to the situation. And so when you go to perform, remember that. Like whatever the piece is, even if it's a dramatic piece, it should be fun. We should find ways to enjoy doing it. And when you did and you started getting creative and blocking, it was so fascinating to watch. Like you had all of our attention. Cool, man. All right. Leela, I almost lost you there. What'd you get? Leela? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. Let me unmute you, Leela. I got you. Hey.
To get used to your distractions.
Yes, because they're always going to be there. There's auditions and like no matter what you're doing, there will always be some form of distraction. Yeah. Great. Elena.
Okay, I just have to say one thing on Zach's. I was laughing my head off when I was watching it. I was laughing so hard. So, good job.
Really good. Really good. So part of what we do at the end of class is closing in just community and talking with one another. And what I'd like for part of that to be is talk about that. Share with each other, because you don't get to, because normally in class we get to talk about each other's stuff, right? And go, thanks, congratulations, that kind of thing. Do that. Like, not only hang out, but use that time to sort of connect and let other people know how you felt. And going to you, Zach, you see, when you bring your energy, it's just contagious, man. Like, what you've just done is minimally, I got to count because I'm bad at counting, 6 people today you made laugh. You brought a smile to 6 people's face. 6. By just showing up. There's so much power in that. And I want everyone to realize we all have that power. We have the power to just make people laugh and make people smile and bring joy in so many ways. Okay? All right. So I'm going to close out class here. Homework is to finish up, continue to work on your monologues, and practice with your phone if you can. If you do your phone, you want to do it this way, the sideways way. I know I don't have fingers, so that doesn't make sense. Sideways. Okay? So,
Horizontal.
Horizontal. Yes, I always say it backwards, so I didn't want to say the word because I mess it up every time. Yes, that way. So practice that, and here's why. Because you can move, you can go in different spots, you can test things. Like, the computer is just limiting to right where you're at. Okay? So explore that this week. Great job, guys. Enjoy some community time together. Tell each other how you did, and share out. We'll send you guys a link for next week's performance. Share it out. Put that pressure on yourself in a positive way and spread light. Let people like see your stuff so that they can be impacted too. Let other people laugh at Zach's monologue. Like, let's do it. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and have a great hangout time.
Bye. Ooh. Virtual background time. Nice.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, listen. So I spilled my drink in the middle of acting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nice.
See, I don't have any virtual backgrounds.
Whoa. Wait, what? Wait, what's this?
How
I'm
do you-
sweet.
How come my face gets in it too?
Lena, or
Oh, I have green screen on. That might be weird.
okay. So have any of you guys